guys. We are on Union-6 for Object 279. We have a pretty simple and straightforward mission ahead of us. We have to be top kills on our team 3 out of 7 battles, and there is a restriction on this, which is you have to get a minimum of 2 kills. So if you get 1 kill and nobody else on your team gets any kills, that mission or that match is not going to count towards the mission. If we want to do the secondary, we need to do this 3 out of 7 times, which unfortunately I did not do here, but you'll see that if you just have a little focus, it's easy to do. Now, the tank I chose to do this in is the Tier 9 Russian medium, the T-54, and I chose this for largely one reason, which is it's a Tier 9 tank. So if you run this in 10s, you run a risk of getting all 10s. Okay, and that almost never happens in Tier 9. If you run it in 8s, you have a risk of getting 10s. If you run it in a Tier 9 tank and you pull 8s and 10s, you're just as good as a 10, but you have a lot of 8s to pick on. And if you get top tier and you pull Tier 7s, you're just going to dominate the match. So I think Tier 9 is the right tier to run this in. The only downside to this tank is it does have a relatively low alpha. So you're going to be facing tanks that might steal your kills from you. For equipment, I would run the rammer and vertical stabilizer because you are going to be on the move for this one. And I also run vents in this tank. And make sure you have 2 repair kits because you're going to be semi-aggressive with this, so you don't want to get tracked and just focus down. So run those 2 repair kits. Also, I run a small med kit in this tank as well. If you don't have the T-54 or the Chinese equivalent, there are some good tanks for this. There's actually a lot of good tanks for this, but a couple that stand out in my mind is the 268-4, the Tier 10 Russian TB. In close quarters, the gun is accurate enough, plus it has good alpha on the gun, and you can just charge in, use your armor, and steal kills from everybody at low risk. The other one is if you want to run this at Tier 8, you could run the T-34-2 because it does have a 122 millimeter gun option. It's not super accurate, but it's got great alpha. So let's look at the third match here before we jump into some of the other battles. In this match, I have 2 tanks ahead of me that are extremely low health. In fact, one of them is going to go into one-shot range for me very soon here. But look at the map. There's 5 tanks spotted on the enemy team. So I'm looking at these tanks and thinking, I'm just going to go sneak some kills in here. Nope. Don't do this, guys. Don't do this. You don't need to rush in and suicide to get kills for this mission. The kills will come. This is exactly what makes this mission difficult, and what makes it worse is that was my 3rd battle after actually completing the mission in the first 2 battles. So use this as an example. Don't do this. Now, in the first battle, I pulled Glacier. I snuck a kill in early on the light that was trying to scout mid. But I'm just working this road, going back to the comment about using Tier 9. Look at this match. I pulled 7s in my Tier 9. I'm just going to abuse these tanks throughout this battle. And the T-54 is such a good tank in its own right. It's just going to dominate a battle like this. Okay. So this Super Pershing actually can do quite a bit of damage to me. I'm going to out DPM him in the end, but I'm going to lose a little bit of health here in this fight, but it doesn't really matter because there's not a lot of tanks that can stand up to the T-54 in this match, and most of them that can are on the other side. Now you notice I'm gonna just ignore that full health tank. I'm gonna go get this kill right here because it was relatively low risk to run out there and do that, and I'm gonna come back and get this tank. But that first shot was a glance off his track, and that's gonna come back to haunt me because I didn't actually get the kill for that. But once that tank was gone, I was able to just push up behind the ridge in the middle and just start to kill their tanks. At this point, I have 4 kills already, so the mission is essentially secure. I'm going to sneak a shot into this light tank real quick and get that kill. And now there's just 1 tank left, and I'm actually gonna kill this guy. I'm just gonna load heat for this because 1, it's inaccurate. 2, I'm not gonna lose any pen across distance, and 3, I get a top gun out of this, and keep that in mind. Now, in the second battle, really all I did is I won the hill, and then these two tanks pushed up behind us, and I thought, oh, easy kills. We'll roll there, but I got the ram kill, so I got 2 kills pretty quickly in that match. And I see the third kill that I want to go after, which is that action, the Carnarvon Action X. I want to go up there and just sneak that kill in, because 3 kills is pretty solid for this mission. 4 is almost a guarantee in most matches. But somebody gets that kill. I start to go after this FV. Somebody sneaks that kill in, but now I'm near Artie, and I have one on the left and one on the right. I decide to go after the one on the left because it's a guaranteed kill, essentially, because there's nobody else over here. And then I try to swing back and get that one, but somebody gets the kill. So now I'm tied with somebody for top kills, and I believe a tie is a failure. So I don't know that for 100% certainty, but I believe that it is. So I have to go get one of these other kills to have a chance of getting this done. Now I see the tank that I want to kill, which is the one that's behind this rock here. And these are the kind of moves you need to make. I'm going to push up against this rock so nobody else gets a shot on him. I'm going to block any shots from happening and get that mission done in that match. Now, on Empire's border here, look at the minimap. There's a semi-lemming train going up this road. In my mind, that's just free HP to use for blocking stuff while I find the opportunities to kill tanks. And that's exactly what I do. I just leverage the fact that my teammate is taking the damage and dishing out the damage, quite frankly, because I'm only going to risk my tank if I'm getting kills out of it. And I'm not going to do that too early in the match. I'm just going to wait until I've got a couple secure kills, and then I'll start to trade some HP. So at this point I have 3 kills. I've just leveraged my team to the fullest up here. Did some damage, but not a lot. But really what I want to do is just sneak these kills in where I can. So I kill this IS-6 here, and then I'm faced with 2 tanks on my own, and that's fine because the T-54, like I said, is a good tank in its own right. So even in these types of situations, you're going to do okay. So what I want to do here is run past this STRV and knock this T-30 out, and which I do, and then I'm just going to be able to kill the STRV pretty easily. So that was 6 kills, Top Gun in that match, and that is Union-6 primary complete. Now, I got 2 Top Guns in those 5 battles. Sounds like Union-13, doesn't it? So you'll see this tank again. There's also another mission to get 15 kills in 10 battles, which I'll do in the T-54 as well. So if you don't have this tank, we're going to use it for a few missions, so pick it up. So on this particular mission, you want to make sure you get those 2 kills without trading a lot of HP, because a lot of free kills are going to come at the end when there's a lot of low health tanks. You're going to use your DPM, mobility, and armor to get those kills. So try to sneak those first 2 kills in without trading HP. Travel with the DPM on your team. If you see a bunch of tanks moving together, go with them, because they're going to do a bunch of damage to whatever they run into, and you're just going to sneak those kills in. And particularly early on, let your teammates take the damage. And if that's not working, run with a couple guys in a platoon that are going to take the damage for you. Now, obviously, we're trying to get kills here, so you need to time your shots. And lastly, just watch what's going on around you. You need to gravitate towards the low HP tanks, or the tanks that are going to be low HP. Look at the tanks that are around them. If there's a couple guys pushing on a tank, you want to be shifting to that location, because you want to be pushing on that tank too, because you want to be able to sneak your kill in. So this one is, it may give you a little bit of trouble, but the primary should be fairly easy to do, guys, particularly in the T-54. So good luck with this one, and I will see you on the next one.